Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome to the stream. Please confirm to me you can see me, the camera is on. Let's get into this. Where is the camera setting? Let me add this one here. Okay, full screen. Okay. Okay. Source. We have the camera and right. We have the cameras here. And that. Hello everyone to the chat. Okay, hide this one. Show. Right. Must be on here. Okay. Okay. We are just starting here. Give me a second. Now we go live. And we are here. Nice, nice. Welcome to the stream. This is the first stream of 2026, and we promise to have more and more coming to you guys in this year to bringing the content and to make sure that everyone is benefiting from all the. Just give me 1 second here. We are applying this one. We are guys. We are streaming on 3 platforms at the moment. We have the Kick, we have the YouTube, and we have Kick, YouTube, and finally TikTok. Let me hear if everything is okay. Let me just test it. Give me a second. Yeah, yeah. Okay. Live. Just hear it. Okay. Just Kick, YouTube, and finally, nice. Good. Let's get into the topic of today. 1 second. Where is TikTok? Why I can't see the? I can't see the. Why I can't see the camera source? Right. Okay. Guys, give me 1 second. Okay. Give me 1 second here to. To allow the source here. Okay. Let us go. Okay. Okay. We'll get that sorted. Bear with me. This is the first stream. We are doing it live with you guys in 3 platforms. And hopefully this is gonna bring in more information for everyone over here. Just give me 1 second here. All right, apply. And we should be golden now. All right. Okay. Give me 1 second, guys. Where's the QR code? Technology, technology, technology. If the stream in TikTok is not active, I'm gonna disable it because I want to get into the topic of today. Let me give it one more time. And then bear with me. Guys, we're going live with this one, so everything here, I'm doing it with you guys here. So bear with me. We will be golden in no time. Okay. Will do in no time. Okay. Let's get into the topic of today. I'm gonna stop the TikTok live because I don't want to stay longer here with wasting your time. So let's end the stream of TikTok. Okay, center. Let me just end the stream here. Okay. Technology, technology, technology. Right. Okay, let's get into the topic of today. Without further ado, let's get started. Whenever you whether you are here live right now or catching the replay, everything we do in the next 60 minutes or so apply directly to you. No slides, no theory, real situation and real diagnosis and real answers. For some reason it's the light went off. Let me double check. Give me 1 second, guys. There we go. All right, so what we have been talking about, here there is no slides, there is no theory, just real situation, real diagnosis, and real answers. My name is Abed, and this is Abed Podcast. I have spent the last 4 weeks talking about one thing, talking about building your first income stream in 2 hours per day without quitting your job. This is what I have done for the past 4 weeks in every platform you can imagine. And in this 4 weeks, the same thing repeated again and again and again. What is it? People got interested. People downloaded the kit, and then 80% of them got stuck before even filled in one page. It's a few questions to start with, but even with page one, with the three questions to start with, they get stuck. Not because they were lazy, not because they didn't want it, but because something invisible stopped them. And this is what I have spoken about it in my previous episode, the invisible ceiling. Today, we are going to name that thing, diagnose it, and remove it for good. Together, live and right now. Right, let me just stop the shut down the studio here. Yes, exit now. So guys, we are going out from TikTok. I need to get that sorted out, but we will do it in the next live. So what do I call, what do I mean by the invisible ceiling concept here? Here's the one thing that I want you to understand before we go into that diagnosis. The reason you freeze is it's not personal, by the way. It is a structure, as we explain and we keep explaining. Your brain was trained for years to operate inside someone else's system, like targets, KPIs, managers approval. That's mode one. This is what I call it, mode one. Building something for yourself requires mode two, like what I'm doing now with you. I have been recording videos and then uploading it, make sure that it fits, make sure that it's error free, etc., etc. But this is mode two for me, because I'm going through stuff that live with you, some mistakes here, some technology error here and there, which is I don't mind, because this is a journey. And if I don't show you here that I'm trying to do the mode two with you live, then what is the point? So here's where no KPIs. I don't have any standards. I have not done any live before this, and this, especially in this year, running it into simultaneously in 3 platforms. Never. Never did it. I never managed approvals between platforms. Now today I was planning for this stream, and TikTok was not allowing me to go live, which is I will try to figure it out after the stream. However, this is what I wanted to tell you guys. This is mode two. When you try to get out from your comfort zone, this is mode two, because there is no guidelines, there is no KPIs, there is no standards. You build the standards for yourself, because you are building something for yourself. Require mode two. Like today, I'm planning to start the streaming. I wouldn't say streaming line, but a streaming niche, because there is some people that would like me to go longer and longer to discuss some updates, and I have amazing calendar for you guys coming forward. So this is, for me, it's a test pilot, and we might do this in two languages. Maybe one day I will do stream in Arabic, and maybe another day we'll do it in English. And this is the beauty of it, because there is no KPIs. I'm putting the foundation with you, starting from zero. And this is what you need to train your brain. When it cannot find the KPIs, it does exactly what it's trained to do. It freezes, it overthinks, it finds reason to delay. Think about it this way. And actually, this is funny. This is a good story. Maybe you're gonna laugh about it, but you're gonna say, "Oh, this is a very rocky story." But this is the truth. I don't hide anything from you guys. This kit, what I wanted, I bought it especially for this stream. Got stuck on delivery because of a stupid OTP that I didn't know where to find it. That set me off, to be honest, because I was planning to have this stream at this date, at this time, but until day before yesterday, I didn't have this kit ready with me. So did I freeze? No. Did I overthink it? No. I just make sure that I get the kit on time so I can go live. And this is exactly the thing that I don't want you guys to fall in. And this is the invisible ceiling. This is what I call it, the invisible ceiling. And the way you break through it, it's not motivation, not at all. It's not a mindset hack here. It's a structural change to how you approach the first question. And now we are going to do the structure changes live right now for you. If you did not yet downloaded the 2-hour starter kit, I encourage I have put the link on the pinned comment. You can go download it now and start reviewing with me what is the diagnosis of the system that we're going to talk about. So how to call this situation when you read it, the first question on the in the 2-hour starter kit. I want everyone who's watching it right now or in the chat, drop one sentence about where you got stuck. Just one sentence. What happened when you tried to start What stopped you? I'm going to take as many of these questions as it comes as we go live. I will check if there is any question came. We will answer it. If it's not, we will keep going. All right. Okay. Let me just put the comment here and kick. All right. Interesting. All right. We got here. We got here. All right. Let's keep going. I spoke to a number of people this week and last week before this live, and I wanted to use this conversation because they are more real than anything I could invent. I'm keeping the names private for now, of course, respecting their privacy, but I'm going to walk you through each situation exactly how it came to me, and see if you and see your questions as well. I'll call it case study one. So someone have reached out to me this week. He's about 40 plus years old HR. He has trained managers across 3 countries. And he told me he sat down with the kit. I have 2 versions of it. It's a starter kit and I have the actual 2 hours system. And what he was telling me that he wrote 1 sentence, then he deleted it. And he didn't know what to do special enough. The question that he was deleting, keep answering it and deleting it, what does he do special enough? And let me diagnose it with you here in the real scenario or live here. When I said special enough in the starter kit, it's mode 1 question. It assumed that there is an external standard of you met before you allow to change. There was not a question, is not. This is special. The question is, does someone have this problem, and would they pay to have it solved faster? For that 40 years HR gentleman that I have taught about it, the obvious answer was yes, because companies hire HR consultant every single day. With the help of AI nowadays, they became more coder for the AI, so they can capture the best candidate there. They are not all extraordinary. They have their own availability and competence. But being available and competent with 40 years of experience is more than enough to start. In addition, to couple with AI strategies. And this is what I was telling him. The second case study, which is very interesting, it was for an operation manager, or he was operation director for a while. And he was stuck for how many months of doing researches instead of acting. He was trying to develop his own branding. I wouldn't say identity, but I would say it's branding. He was trying this. And by the way, he was trying to use the AI as well, but that made him more confused. He spent the past 20 years in operation, and he got in question 3 in the kit is, what would you charge for 2 hours of your time and spend 2 hours researching your competitors? And you know what he wrote down as an answer? Too crowded. Then he closed the document. He got demotivated. If you ask him for motivation, he got demotivated from just answering this question is too crowded. And this is what makes a lot of people leave this kit after they bought it and after they have gone through it, because they feel stuck. My diagnosis here, he didn't have a market problem. He had a permission problem. When you do research, when it happens before the first attempt, it's almost always sophisticated delay. Oh, I need to do more research. You're telling yourself, put it on a side, delay it. You don't need to know what the market charge before you. You have to have the first conversation. And after the first conversation, that market will tell you. Let me tell you a small story, which is very interesting. My first ebook, which was I launched it, then I removed it, which is the blueprint series for success. The first time I put it on the platform like Gumroad, and I was thinking, what price range shall I put it? What price range shall I put it? I didn't know. I spent at least 2 to 3 weeks just trying to research what is the so-called applicable price for such a ebook like that. And you know what happened? After 3 weeks, I was demotivated and I did not publish that book. However, with the 2 income starter kit and the 2 income system, I knew what is the pricing for that. It didn't took me a while. It didn't took me a long time to decide what is the price that it's going to be. Of course, for the starter kit was a free of charge, and for the other 2 hours income system, it's $54. Why you tell me it's $54? Because the value of that system is more than $500. I didn't spend time to look at the market. I have gone through a lot of research, but you need to put it and test it in the market. And his mistake was treating that step as a step that he reached step 5 as a step 1. Step 1 is the sentence, I help X with Y so they can reach this. Don't go far. The actual system, the 2 hours income system, I help you guys who works from 9 to 5, or they have 15 years of experience, with a framework with 2 hours per day, so that you can have an additional income additional to your salary. This was my offer. This is exactly what I'm offering in the two hours starter kit and the 2 hour income system. Pricing is a step 4. So don't jump to step 4 before you actually write down the sentence that answering what your client is looking for. Let me stop here to see if there's any chat came through. Then we will move to case number 3. Let me double check if we are still going live and everything is going on smoothly with the live stream. All right. Everything looks good. Fantastic. All right. The third person or case I would like to share with you here today, it was a gentleman who is specialized in training, like me. The conversation, he had spent over 8 years of training corporates, workshop, consultancy, high-rated facilitator in his organization. Whenever they have to, I don't know if you guys heard about the hackathon or the brainstorm sessions. He was the one facilitating that. He downloaded the kit 3 times over the last month and a half. I know because he told me that he downloaded the starter kit twice, never passed page 1. And he told me this, who am I to charge for the service that he was proposing? And this is funny. You know what he said? He said, there are people with PhDs doing the same thing. He thought his mistake might diagnose his client. He thought that his client don't want, his client, my diagnosis, his clients don't want PhD. They want him They want his expertise. Uh, With all respect of all the credentials, a PhD is a credential assigned by an institution. However, a track record is a credential assigned by result. Let me repeat that again. A PhD or a master degree is a credential assigned by an institution. A track record is a credential assigned by result. His client already voted 8 years of being higher rated facilitator is the credential. He just want he just wasn't counting actually the votes. So this is exactly what I told him. Let's check the comments, if there is any comments came. And all right. Okay. All right. Okay. There's not any comments yet, Kim. All right. We keep cooking. Now, I want to take everything that we have just diagnosed it, okay, and give you the 3 moves that break through it. All right. No theory. We are going to do this right now. So wherever you are watching, open a note on your phone, a blank doc, a piece of paper, something you can write on it. Something you can write on it actually, and do it now. I'll pause until you guys get ready. I'll give you a few seconds. All right, let me check everything is going smooth. We're going smooth here. Everything's nice. Okay. Chat is good. Good here. All right. Nice. All right. Let's keep cooking. I want you to have this exercise with me. I call it the evidence question. All right. Don't ask yourself what you are good at. Ask yourself this instead. In the last 6 months, what work-related problem did someone came to you or come to you to solve? Write whatever comes up. Don't filter it. Don't decide it if it is good enough. Just write it down. You have 3 minutes to go. Go. All right, I'll give you 3 minutes. Let me try to get into TikTok again. Hopefully we can go live again. All right. To open the studio with you guys until you are ready to answer. Okay. All right. Keep the answer with you. Whatever you wrote down, keep it with you because we will build on it. Now let's move to exercise 2. I call it the 1 sentence. Take the thing you just wrote down and complete the following. I help. We decided to help. With. What's the problem that they need you to help? So they can. What is the pain that you want them to get relief out of it? Or what is the gains that they want to have it after they have done, after you have solved that problem for them? Don't make it perfect. Make it honest. You have 3 minutes. Go. Okay. All good? All right. Okay. The exercise number 3, what I call it, the 20 minutes output. Let me explain how. This is the third step where we are going to do it after. This is the third step. I want you to do it after this call, not now, because I want you to do it properly. Sit down for 20 minutes and put a timer. Open a blank document. Write everything you know about the problem in the sentence you just put it down. Let's take an example of the employees who are under 9 years of experience, okay, and they want to have a second income based on a skill that they have at the moment. On that document, you write everything about that problem. You can solve it by that skill. Do not edit. Do not stop. Do not judge. When the timer go off, you have the raw material for your first offer. That raw material is what we build it in our workshop, or in a consultancy offer, or in a training session. But you cannot build from nothing. You need a raw material first. Let me give you an example. Every training workshop that I supposed to lead or supposed to deliver, I spend at least 21 to 22 hours of work divided between 2 days or 3 days working on the problem that this workshop will solve. One. Second, who is my target audiences in this workshop? And third, what is the outcome after they finish this workshop with me? What is the outcome that they will have it as an outcome, whether solving a problem, give them a framework that they can work, or whatever it is. So this 20 minutes is your homework tonight. Why it's 20 minutes? So you don't overthink it, you don't edit, you just have a raw material that you can work on it. And here few questions that I have received building up to this stream. Guys, TikTok, I need to solve it. It's not working. It's another challenge of technology. We'll do it sometime later. We learn as we go. TikTok, you come back again. Anyway, one question I have received is, what if I have more than one skill? How do I pick? Which is, I have been in this situation before. I remember when I have done my rebranding in LinkedIn, I was between at least 3 to 4 pillars. I didn't know which pillar shall I choose until I reached the point I picked one of the most urgent pain. One of the most urgent pain. That pain or need pays faster than passion. Building up this platform is to help you guys who has a 9 to 5 job, who has a working experience with it, whether it's 9 years, 20 years, 15 years, whatsoever. I feel your pain of depending on one income and not having a safety net. I'm not calling the safety net here is your degree. That's not safety net. Your safety net here is an income that will surpass your paycheck. Keep that in mind. So You pick the one which has a market share. You pick one which is it's really it pays off, which is then you can calculate if you get from this skill this much of money equal to your salary, then you're going to work it out. It will take you time for a bit. It will be confusing, but this is your guidance. This is the campus. I'm going to use it for that. Another question also came to me is, what if I work in a niche industry and the market is small? Guys, nobody in this life have changed niches and industries like me. In my past 22 years of experience in the market, I have at least changed 4 niches. Different markets. Why? Because from a market supposed to be finishes, which is you sell the flooring, the carpets, etc., etc. I'm talking about early 2000, which is I'm now revealing my age. Anyway, so that market became saturated after 5 years in my beginning working experience. So the first 5 years of my experience, that market niche became saturated. Pricing wise, everybody slashing, everybody start to import by himself, etc. So it became saturated. At that moment, I needed to shift my niche. And that niche became in office furniture, because there was in the early 2000 up to 2004-5, there was a boom in the residential market, which is a niche, it was booming market, when it became saturated. The other market which came after that is the commercial spaces. A lot of startups started to come to the market. They open new companies, they hire more people, they expand, they have more stuff, so they needed office furniture. Then I entered to that office furniture market. Then it became saturated again after 5 years. Then I needed to shift again my market niche, which was the fit out industry, which is actually is not a complete shift. It's a buildup of the previous 2 niches, but now I have the holistic solution for that. That was going so well until 2011-12. Market crashes again. Margins became very thin. Competition was so high. Market again gets saturated. Then I changed my niche to the manufacturing. And from the manufacturing, we expanded the market. We opened the new avenues. We expanded the business. And I end up managing the biggest project in my career life at that time, which is over 200 million dirham. After a few years of that success, the market became saturated again, because whatever circumstances was happening at that time. So I needed to change the niche. Then I moved in 2015, I moved to the PMC, Procurement and Management Consultancy Company. So we start helping small businesses to put frameworks for procurement, how to do procurement, how to do consultancy, how to improve their processes. That opened for me another niche, which is the training, the improvement of the human skills. That's another niche as well. Let me double check if the volume is good. Oh, 1 second, guys, before we go on. Example of the employees. Oh, we good. So at the training niche, when I started the training niche, it was about 2018. 2018, then COVID hit. Then I needed to change my niche, which is when everything disrupted during COVID, everything went online. I took the advantage of being online to create a training platform. At that time, until we dissolved that company in 2023, I realized when I built that platform that there is a gap in the niche of content creation, of a digital marketing. Every company has a digital footprint. Every company has a digital identity. When I was dealing with those subcontractors for my company's identity or content creation in the website, I identified another niche. That's why In 2023, I start my digital marketing to help that niche with a more accurate content, more relevant to the market. Fast forward, I noticed a lot of this in the content creation and the digital marketing, that there is a lot of people who doesn't have a voice, doesn't have a clear path how to go forward. That's why I created Abed Podcast, and that's why we are here with you live. I have changed so many niches. I have changed so many industries, but the difference is I bring value from that niche to the new niche, from that market to the new market, because I sense some new agency on that. You can do the same. I hope you guys enjoyed that monologue, but this is exactly where we are here. I mean, this live session is all about, I wouldn't say just entertainment, but I would say entertaining education, let's put it that way. The other question, which is really makes sense, especially in the GCC, I've been asked, what if my employers find out? All right, this is very critical question. However, you need to test the ground, test the water before really going forward with this. I need you to look at your legal situation. Does your company is legally binding you or prohibiting you? Sorry, prohibiting you from doing any actual services? If you that have legal binding, then I tell you, step back, build on yourself, then you can expand, because I don't want to put you guys in trouble. Now, if your current job does not, if your current job requires from your physical, let's put it this way, physical presence, or your actual services is actually depends on you physically, okay, then you serve a different market with the same skills that you own. If you are, and this is exactly what I've told this HR gentleman, I said, if one of your services or one of your key added values to the market is to give that special studies, sell it online. Build a framework that you can help small companies who cannot adapt or cannot hire you as a consultant or as an HR advisor. You can sell for them an AI-based HR system, but with your own framework that it does not require your presence. So find a market that you can use your skills without competing with your employer. The other question, which is came to me as well, is how long before I can make my first money? Look, I remember the first contract that I got, or not. It's not a contract. Let's take it. It's a small job that we have taken it for the digital marketing. I think the first client that I have reached an agreement with, and by the way, that first assignment that we did, I did it free of charge. I did it to get recommendation, and this is another thing. I wanted to get a recommendation, and so I can use it as a case study. So I built that landing page system, which is a Google ad, let's put it the sales funnel. Yes, it was free of charge, but because I used it as a case study, it opened for me multiple opportunities that I can revenue from it. Let me tell you this. When I started the first training as a trainer in 2019, the first workshop that I did as a trainer, not as a consultant, as a trainer, I didn't get paid. But 2 weeks after that, I had my first fully paid workshop. My point is, if you follow the system, from 3 to 8 weeks, you will have your first income. The ones who keep planning, never act, it will take them months and months, if not years. I said this is going to be 60 minutes live, but you know what? It's a test. Everybody's in the weekend. I hope everyone is enjoying his weekend. So before we go, I want to share 3 things with you. One, do the 20 minutes exercise tonight, not tomorrow, tonight. There is a plenty of time. Come on. It's still not 10 o'clock in the evening. 20 minutes tonight. If you miss tonight, you will miss tomorrow too. That's how the ceiling win. Number 2, the starter kit is free. If you have not downloaded it yet, the link is in the comment section, in the pinned comment. It gives you a full structure to build on it, what you just wrote. If you want to expand more, you can find my full version of it in Gumroad. It's gonna cost you $54, but it's worth more than $500. Step number 3, if you want to do this in a group, in a structured way, let me know. I can work out a Zoom call dedicated for a group of 4 or a group of 3, and I can share with you that in a due time. So, guys, the ceiling is invisible. That does not mean it's not permanent. Thank you for being here tonight. We have gone through a lot of glitches and technology problems, but sure enough, look, I'm testing a mode 2 with you guys. And I promise you, the next version of these lives is going to be more powerful, more entertaining, and more structurally built when it comes to technology and platform. Until then, I'll see you guys in another live or in another video. Don't forget, do your homework. It's 20 minutes. Let's win. Bye-bye for now.